Look at this image. Your brain tells you it's fake. It looks like a glitch in a video game. How can a ship carry another ship that is 3 times its size? But this is real. This is the BP Thunder horse oil rig. It weighs 60,000 tons. That is the equivalent of 11 Titanics stacked on top of each other.
And it is floating across the Atlantic Ocean at 13 knots.
Moving something this heavy on land is hard enough. But moving it across 15,000 miles of open ocean, through hurricanes and rogue waves? That is a logistical suicide mission. One mistake, and a $5 billion asset sinks to the bottom of the sea in minutes. Welcome to the world of heavy marine transport. Today, we break down the engineering, the economics, and the sheer madness of how we move the world's biggest oil rigs. First, we have to ask, why? Why do we need to move these monsters halfway around the world? The answer is geo-arbitrage. Most of the world's oil is in the Gulf of Mexico or the North Sea. But the world's best and cheapest shipbuilders are in South Korea and China. Companies like Samsung Heavy Industries can build a rig for 20% less than a US shipyard. But that creates a massive problem. The rig is born 16,000 miles away from its job. For decades, there was only one way to solve this: the wet tow. You hire a fleet of ocean-going tugboats, attach steel cables, and literally drag the rig through the water. It's simple, but it's dangerous. A rig under wet tow moves at a painful 5 knots. The journey from Korea to Texas could take 100 days. In the oil business, time is not just money. It's a fortune. A deep water rig can generate $500,000 in revenue per day. If a wet tow takes 3 months, that is $50 million in lost revenue. Plus, dragging a rig through waves puts massive stress on the hull. You arrive with a tired, battered structure before drilling even starts. And then there is the risk. In a storm, towing lines can snap. We have lost entire rigs to the ocean floor because tugboats couldn't hold them against 30-foot waves. The industry needed a better way. They needed a way to take the rig out of the water. Enter the Heavy Lift Semi-Submersible. Ships like the Blue Marlin or the Dockwise Vanguard. These are not tugs. They are floating dry docks with engines. Instead of dragging the cargo, they carry it on their back like a backpack. Speed? 13 knots. Safety? 100%. Cost? Astronomical. But here is the engineering puzzle: this rig weighs 60,000 tons. There is no crane on Earth strong enough to lift it onto the ship. But how do you lift a 60,000-ton object onto a ship without using a crane? The answer lies in a mechanism that defies standard physics. So, if you can't lift the cargo up, you have to bring the ship down.